online, so they're really easy for you to get to, no transportation issues. But please plug in and join us because we are better together and we appreciate all the ideas and energies. So with that, we have a kind of a cool thing. We always want to know the drum roll of the next conference, and you haven't heard from Mandy today. So I think we hear from
All right. So we mentioned we'd be talking about conference in Spokane. So we will be hosting the WEDA summer conference in Spokane. We're going to talk about that. Prior to that, we will be hosting the IEDC, the International Economic Development Council. Their future forum. Spokane will be one of the smallest communities to ever host an IEDC event, and the first one in the Pacific Northwest since I said I've been doing this 28 years, and we haven't had one at least in those past 28 years. So we're really proud of that fact. But on the topic of IEDC, I did want to point out is Skagit. Where's Skagit? John? Did John just leave?
Team Skagit left.
No. So, so John has been very active in IEDC for a number of years as well. But he just recently took the Skagit County Development Organization through an accreditation program through IEDC. Going through that program is difficult, timely, and expensive, but it really shows the value of the organization to its stakeholders, as well as make sure it's doing the things that it needs to be doing to be successful. And he has, that group, that organization has received that accreditation. Even though they're not here, we can give them around. So this will also use the first accredited economic development organization in Washington, Idaho, or Oregon. So again, great deal. With that, I'm going to ask Mandy. Invite. Yes, Mandy, why don't you come on?
All right. Well, before I talk about the conference, I want to make sure to give Gary a shout out to Spokane for being that IDC conference. That is not a small endeavor, and they worked really hard to do that. So I'm going to give them a round of applause for that. And then I get the really great fun announcement for that new summer conference. But before that, I want to thank everybody for coming and adding energy and jumping into the networking sessions, figuring out how to use Swap Card, and doing all the things to keep the conference energized and the days going. Networking, educating, and advocating are the things that WEDA stands for, and we couldn't do all of those things without you. We hope that you're leaving the conference with a lot of new resources. I know I have my notes back at the table, and some encouragement to keep going and serving your communities through recovery towards building stronger economic foundations. We need your leadership, and as Gina said, your advocacy. So don't let the work stop. We got 7 days left, so feel free to call and email and do all the things. I want to make sure to thank all of our sponsors again, the WEDA board, for those that are still here, the conference planning committee members, who couldn't do this without them, and of course Suzanne, and then also the WEDA staff, because they work tirelessly to get us all where we need to be at all the times and put these panels together. So special thank you to all of those people, and I also want to remind for some of those announcements for the summer conference. Gary mentioned that they're going to have the IEDC Future Forum June 16 to 18, and that's going to be in Spokane. And then immediately following that, from the 18th to the 20th, we will have our summer conference also in Spokane. So just take a week, come hang out with us, come hang out with IEDC. Spokane's amazing. Eastern Washington has sunshine and rain, so just put that plug in there. And definitely pay attention to the website and social media for more information on those things coming up. We'll follow up with you with a brief survey, so please make sure to take that and give us all the great feedback, and maybe a little bit if there was stuff you didn't like, but that's how we shape these and make it better for the next one. Serve our members. A reminder, the slide decks will be available in Swap Cards, so if there's notes in there that you'd like to take, feel free to grab those. You'll be able to access them year round. So thank you so much for engagement with WEDA and for coming.
And I would say, a safe trip home, but Gary is
Yep,
gonna
yep.
do that.
Before safe trip home, we have a video. Spokane is the 50th anniversary of the World's Fair held in Spokane. Spokane was also the smallest city to ever host the World's Fair. Called the Expo. It was the first one with an environmental focus. It'll be the 50th anniversary. There's going to be a number of activities around that event as well. And then I would like to just on one more Spokane note. So last year we had, during some dry, windy weathers, we had 2 devastating fires around Spokane, affected a number of homes and businesses. And I'm going to ask Melanie Gordon from the Deputy Directors with SBA Region 10 to come up and talk about an exciting announcement that is very recent.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for a minute for a public service announcement. So finally some good news on this month. We finally just got the presidential disaster declaration. So as of this week, FEMA, SBA staff are on the ground, researchers as well as public health to support any homeowners or businesses impacted by those wildfires last year. Also, in addition to that, we know that there's also so thanks to our partners at the Washington School Business Development Center, we also have a business recovery center that is located with the SBA supervisors, and that is for not only low disaster loans to support economic impact in those communities, but the surrounding counties of Washington for economic impact of the so please be sure to share the word with businesses that might be impacted so they can not only access the financing, but also the advisors that help support that. So if anything else comes up related to helping businesses start or whatever, our viewpoint, please reach out to the director. So thanks for the good
Quick before you let you go, there's a personal note on that. So my friend, the founder of AHANA, which is one of the community organizations part of the lost his house in that fire. And it's just devastating. He's one of the most beautiful people on the planet. And just having that happen. So I'm so happy to hear the announcement. So with that, I just want to say again, thank you for coming. Travel safe. If you have made new friends at the conference, I'm going to introduce. This is my new friend. All right. So have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful weekend. Go Cougs. Go Bulldogs. Hey. Thank you.
We did, bye. Oh, you're so good. Is that your
Yeah, that's my
Oh my goodness, that's gonna be so good.
Yeah, she is.
she's amazing.
Listen,
Yeah.
like some people say that about. I mean,
No, best person I've ever worked with. I've worked with some really good. I've been lucky. I've worked with some really good people, and just her ability, and it's kind of.
oh, I'm sorry, I'm still recording.
Oh yeah. So